Hey guys, wow, it is 2 o'clock on Wednesday, October 30th, and we're on our way to the hospital right now. We actually just stopped at Dollar General and we're gonna head over to McDonald's to get me some food to eat, but I've been having consistent contractions all morning, and actually I was waking up a lot throughout the night because of them. And so now they are about every, I don't know, 6, 5, 7 minutes apart, within 10 minutes. So my doctors said when they're like that to just come straight to the hospital. I am currently, as of my appointment on Monday, 5 centimeters dilated and 80% effaced. So I'm pretty far along, and it's kind of nice that I'm actually already like experiencing labor right now, because I was supposed to be having an induction done tomorrow. So if I get to do this on my own instead of being induced, that is the way that I would prefer to do things. So we're gonna head over to McDonald's and get food and to head to the hospital, so I will update you guys as we go. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's snowing in October. And there's our beautiful tree with snow all over it. And we are home because we got to the hospital and we were there for a little over an hour while they checked me and monitored the contractions. And I guess it wasn't good enough because we're not at home. Or we are at home, we're not at the hospital. So, like I said earlier, we are scheduled for an induction tomorrow morning. So we are going to keep that scheduled. We're gonna get there bright and early, and we will have a baby tomorrow. So Kyle is with his grandparents tonight. We're not gonna go get him because they're like 15-20 minutes away from us, and the roads are not the greatest right now. So he's gonna stay with his grandparents tonight and then continue to be with family while we're in the hospital. But yeah, we're kind of disappointed, for one, because we didn't really want to get back out in that weather that just kind of sprang itself on us. But also, we were thinking that we were gonna have a baby just already, and I would be able to have him on my own without being induced or anything like that. But oh well, it is what it is. We're gonna watch some movies, enjoy the quiet time, and we'll have a baby tomorrow. Well, it's 5 o'clock in the morning and we are on our way to the hospital, but we are literally stopped on the highway. I'm sorry if you can't see me. Completely stopped on the highway because the roads are very wet and icy, and there is apparently a wreck up here on the highway, and we're nowhere near it because I can see lights up for at least a quarter of a mile, and then there's a hill. So definitely gonna be late to my induction. Probably I'm gonna have to call the hospital and tell them that. So I guess we'll just get there when we get there. It is ridiculous. I don't know if you guys can see all the way up there, but we aren't going anywhere right now. Well, we are in the hospital, as you can see. It is now 9:25, and I got here. What time did we get here? Yeah, we got here about 7:30. We were supposed to be here at 5:30, and we got stuck in the traffic and literally sat on the highway for about an hour and 45 minutes with no movement whatsoever. I'm not exactly sure why. There wasn't a major wreck or anything, and so I'm not sure what was going on with that, but we made it here 2 hours after we were supposed to be here and got me all set up. I am hooked up to Pitocin. I'm not quite sure what level I'm on, but they checked me when I got here and I was 5 centimeters dilated still, and he was at -1 station, which means he's really low. So the doctor came in and broke my water, and he thinks that I will have the baby by about noon, which is just a few hours from now. I'm having contractions and I feel them mostly in my back. It's very achy, just kind of like period cramping. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do my pain management, if I'm just going to try to get through it or if I'm going to have an epidural. I really would like to try to just get through it because I feel like the less medicine that I have to have, the better the recovery. I would like my recovery to be as quick and easy as possible. So, but I'm definitely not opposed to the epidural if I feel like I really, really need it. So hopefully things go fast enough that I won't have time to get the epidural and we'll just have to have a baby. And if I know that I can't have it, then I can probably mentally handle the pain better than if I'm thinking, oh man, I wish I had gotten this. Anyway, that is where we are at right now. Well guys, he is here. Our little boy was born at 10:39 this morning and it is now about 10 till 2, so time is flying fast. We got here at 7:30 and then he was born at 10:39, so things went very quickly. I did not get an epidural. That was an interesting experience, and I will go into detail about that probably in another video, but I will say that I feel so empowered by having not gotten one. I did have one with Kyle, so I had 2 very different birthing experiences, and I'm really glad that I've had 2 different birthing experiences. I'm glad that I had the epidural with Kyle, and I'm glad that I didn't with this baby. So yeah, I'll definitely go into detail about how that was later on. But he was born in I think around 4 pushes, and it was a very smooth process, I'd say. It was very painful, but everything I think went really well. Poor Matthew got a little lightheaded, and after the baby was born, I looked over and he was sitting in the chair, and he looked so white in his face, and he was sweating, so I felt really bad for him. He didn't have that issue at all with Kyle, and he, you know, cut the cord and everything. But I think that because everything going on with this one, you know, not having any pain medication, I felt everything, and so I was responding very verbally, and which my nurse assured me was very normal. Matthew said I was very loud, and I'm sure I was. It hurt so bad. I think that just seeing me respond to the pain the way I did, obviously he's never seen me go through something like that. I've never been through something like that. But I think it all just on top of each other for him kind of got to him. So he sat down and one of the nurses, I think, took care of him, and he's perfectly fine. But I got to cut the cord, so that was really cool. I didn't expect that the doctor would offer that to me, since he had asked Matthew if he wanted to, and Matt said, no, I better not. So I did, and I'm glad that he offered that to me. But anyway, so he was 7 pounds 12 ounces and is 19 and a half inches long, and his name is Henry. So he's so sweet. He fed almost immediately, and did really well, and I'm just waiting for him to wake up ready to eat again. But guys, he's so sweet, and he looks so much like Kyle. He's just such a sweet little guy, and he likes to curl up. We put him in this little outfit. He likes to be curled up. I remember when I was pregnant with him, that he did not like when, say, like Kyle would lay on me or Matthew would put his arm on my stomach and he could feel the weight of like something on my stomach. He would move and kind of punch at it, whatever was in his way. And so whenever we kind of like mess with him to like play with his hands or his feet or just kind of, you know, move him, he does that kind of too. Like he'll just kind of show you that he doesn't like to be messed with. I think it's so cute that he has that little personality to him. But the nurse, when she was checking him at first, said that he had a little bit of a heart murmur and that she wasn't concerned about it because I guess it was somewhat normal. But then she checked him again like an hour and a half later, and she listened to his heart for a good full minute, and she said she couldn't hear a murmur at all in the entire minute that she listened to him. So she said that that's that seems to be completely gone, so that's good. My blood pressure has been great. So thankful for that. It's been great. Like I've had some good readings. So they have me off of my IV. I still have the insert just in case, and but I'm off of everything. So we are currently still in a recovery room. instead of a postpartum stay-in room, because they've had so many people in that they're actually full, and so they have to discharge some moms and their babies before they can move me. But they have me in a clean bed, and they have me all taken care of. So yeah, everything's going really, really great. We're very happy. We're gonna see Kyle here in a few hours. We're just waiting on our food to be delivered to us. So we're just hanging out, enjoying the quiet time with our newborn, and just soaking it all up. Well, tonight is our last night here in the hospital. Henry has been doing very, very well. He's been passing all of his tests. He passed his hearing test really quickly. And he is going to be having some more testing done with blood draws later in the morning, around 3 a.m. I guess they're going to do just some more routine testing that they do like in the nursery. So that's, I think, all that's left for his tests, and we have a lot of paperwork and a lot of things to go over before we leave tomorrow. We're supposed to be cleared for being discharged tomorrow, hopefully in the morning. I'm really ready to go home. This room that I'm in is rather small and just confining. So we're ready to go home. We're ready to see Kyle and just be like in our own element, get cleaned up, and get into a new routine. But Henry's been doing very, very well. He's been nursing well, and I think he's probably done a little bit of cluster feeding this afternoon, and so we're all pleased with how well everything's been going. I'm getting a little stir crazy just sitting around, and I've thought about like taking a walk in the hallway, but then I realized that sounds like, I don't know, I just don't want to get out and see other people, I guess. I don't know. Matthew is currently out getting us some food. We've been eating the cafeteria food, which has been fine, but we're getting 54th Street tonight, so hopefully he'll be back soon with that. We'll be able to eat and get through this night and head home in the morning. Alright, so we are getting all packed up and ready to go home. We are waiting for my nurse to come in and discharge me. The doctor already told me that I was good to go, and Henry's doctor already cleared him, so we're just waiting for that paperwork to be completed. I realized that I hadn't shown you guys the room that I labored in and delivered in, so I'm gonna go ahead and just like show you guys the room that I recovered in, and it's been a good room, but I'm ready to go home. So over here is the front door, the door to the room, and then they have a little, I guess, I don't know what they call that, a kitchen nook. And there's where Matt slept, my bed, and then they had us, of course, Henry slept in that, but they had us make sure that he slept kind of where that table is. For security reasons, they make you put your baby between you and the window, so that they're furthest away from the door. And then here's the bathroom. So there's the shower and the rest of the room. So we are ready to go, ready to get home, ready to see Kyle. I don't think the weather's supposed to be too bad today, so thankfully we won't have the same experience we had whenever we took Kyle home of sliding around in snow and ice. But of course we did have a fun drive up here, so I guess either way we had some fun traveling experiences with both of our kids. But anyway, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching our birth vlog, and I look forward to sharing Henry's life with you guys, and of course all of Kyle's growth and development too, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.